Hi, everyone. I hope you're well. It's taken me a while to get myself together to, to be able to come back and live stream. And I hope everybody's doing good and, dealing with all the stuff that we are. So crazy right now. So I was having some technical difficulties. Couldn't get lately, every single time I've tried to stream, I have definitely had some difficulties. I don't know why, but it's just been that way. So I don't know what I'm going to work on today. I managed to start crafting a couple of days ago. Hi, Scotty. How are you? How are you, Mama? I finally got it together to start crafting a couple days. Well, just yesterday a little. And I don't know about you guys. It's just been a lot on my plate. How are you feeling, girl? You get your coffee or beverage of choice? It's been a crazy time. Yes, Miss Scotty Allen. Would you not agree? It's been a great. Hi, Judy. How are you? So I don't know what I'm going to work on today, but I'm going to wait a couple minutes and show you guys some really cool happy mail that I got from our lovely Care Heart from her Disabled Artist Foundation Inc. And if any of you guys are here hibernating, but you're well, oh, good. Hi, Jean. Hi, Selena. Hi, Selena. How are you? Hi, Malia. So this was sent to me by our lovely Care Heart and Jean Peter artists who do have a really wonderful Care has a really wonderful foundation called the Disabled Artist Foundation Inc. or Defy, as in defying the odds. And they send out kits. Hi, Anne. Hi, Lori. They send out kits to artists monthly, I think. And they also have a portion where you can join to support paying for those kits. Now, most of the items in the kits are donated. So, what you're actually paying for when you're supporting is the postage. And I think right now they have hi, Sherry. I think right now they have 65 artists. Am I right, Jean? 65. And Kara sent me this, so you can join as a non-member, if you're not disabled and you're not part of that, you can join to support them by buying a kit. Hi, Christy, by buying a kit. And I got the monthly random kit. So it came in a beautiful envelope and everything, but my daughter wanted the envelope. It had a unicorn on it, so I gave her the envelope. But I just wanted to share with you what this kit looks like, so you can see how you're decompressing. Oh, everybody's saying Christy some love. She's a nurse, and she could really use all of our love and support right now. And Christy, we love you. And everybody, just hold her in your heart for a second and just send her so much love and surround her in protection and all the things that she needs. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Linda. Happy birthday, Linda. It's Linda Murray's birthday. Or was it yesterday, Linda? That was your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Linda. We'll have to sing happy birthday to you in a minute. So this is the monthly random kit. Now, I don't know how many, and I think she has specialized kits, but if you guys go over to her channel, it's Care Heart, CARE Heart, HART. You can see, I think she has the kits displayed, but I wanted you guys to see it. So this is a monthly random kit, and it came in a hand sewn bag, which I have to tell you, you guys, I love sewing. I'm a sewer. Okay. This is beautiful. Okay. And I don't know what's in it because I haven't opened it up yet, but we will soon see what comes in her monthly random kit. Yesterday was your birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to you, girl. Okay, so look at all the cool goodies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one says, enjoy a quick tassel by Jean Peter. Oh, so Jean did a whole video on how to make tassels. And so this is part of the kit. It came with the rings to make your tassels, and look, a little handmade tag from Care. And so I got a tassel kit in my random kit. And you guys know I love me some fabrics. So that's awesome. And this one said, these are all cards. Ooh, maybe I'll make some ATCs or some art cards today. This came in the random kit. And I'm not going to go through every little thing, but I just thought you guys would like, ooh, vintage playing cards and ooh, puzzle pieces. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And other little bits and pieces. So I think this is the $25 kit, and that includes shipping. So you guys know shipping is like $8. Jean Peter is a magician. Hi, Tilda. How are you? Okay, and then, ooh, napkins. Oh gosh, you guys. So this is the $25 kit. So for $25, you can get a random kit. I think there's some specialty kits you can get if you put what you your interests are, but you know me, I like random. So napkins, lots of napkins. So if you figure that it costs $8 to ship it, so minus your $8 for the shipping, right? These are really cool napkins. Oh, look, this one has postage stamps on it. Very nice. Ooh, tie-dyed. Ooh, I love them. So you see how much like is actually going to the foundation is like after postage, it's not a lot. So, and look at all the stuff you're getting in return. Getting really cool bits and pieces. Oh, these look nice too. Oh, see, we send you so much love, girl. We send you so much love. So if you guys want to go over and join, go and look at Care's channel, Care Heart. It goes for a good cause. Oh, these are so beautiful. You can also de-stash some of your supplies. And if you're like me, you have too many of everything. And so now I don't know, Jean can probably fill you in better on how you sign. And there's only a limited number of kits. Like I don't think they have, I don't know exactly what they have. Hi, Mary Lou. So this definitely brightened my day. So I know the last video I did, all I did was the meditation because I didn't have time to craft with you guys because I was still working. Well, I officially got laid off. My company is closed down and we don't know for how long. So that is sort of that's the news in my world for the moment. All right, I'm gonna put these. I don't know, maybe I'll make some tassels. Just gonna clean my desk off a little. These are awesome. I'm not gonna go through every trim, but you guys know how expensive trims are. And these are like, you get lots of stuff to either make tassels or use for in your journaling, right? Oh, and I got some more fabric. Oh, I love that. Can you see it? And then, oh, I got corks, pieces of cork. Oh, I love corks because I save corks. Okay, this says hot glue the furniture pad to the cork for a mark maker or an ink applicator tool. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. And then some really cool paper clips. And then it came with paper too. I just want to flip through the paper so you guys get an idea. Now, I don't know if all of her kits are going to be exactly the same, but you need a bag. You need one of these bags. Are you kidding? I'm so excited about the bag. Okay, so came with all these vintage book pages for all you junk journalers out there. And you know me, I love me some vintage book pages. Guys, I think I'm a book addict. I really do. These are beautiful and different language book pages and just a random selection. So hope this gives you some ideas. And if you guys want to go over and check her out, and after this video is over, I will put the link to her channel in the description. I thought I had done it, but because I'm having some YouTube issues. And then she gave me some random envelopes. So all this and cards, these are all everything I would use in a junk journal, along with looks like some stickers and a printable. So thank you, Care, and you guys, please, if you have the means to support them, go over and they have monthly auctions. Either buy something in the auctions, or send something for the auction, or send something for the auction, or donate some of your supplies. So yesterday I got out my huge jelly plate and I was jelly plating. I was jelly printing some. You can see I don't clean anything. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at the cleaning thing. And I was jelly printing magazine pages. Um, yeah. So Jean put the link in the. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine, Christy. I'm not. You guys, I'm fine. But both my hubby and I both got laid off. So what we don't realize is how. But thank you for asking, Christy. We're totally fine. What you guys don't realize, and I didn't even realize to the extent of it is, um, when you live on an island and your island is solely supported by tourism, and something like this happens, every business is closed. I would say, you guys, 80% of the people that live on my island are laid off. 80%. So that's like a eye opener. And it's not like we can get in our car and drive somewhere else to get another job. And the company I work for, like, they're paying our benefits for several months or whatever, and we all got like a small bonus, but there's like nothing. There's like nothing we can do. So when you guys can support local, do it. It is so vitally important, because see, what the trickle down effect is this is, so there's no restaurants, there's um, no restaurants open right now. So all the servers, all the chefs, everything are laid off. So those people support other people in our community, right? So, they go buy their coffee, or they do their dry cleaning, or whatever it is that they do. It's like a trickle down effect. And when you live on an island, you really, like, it suddenly is like, wow, it's suddenly like right in your face. And you're just, yeah, it's real. And I know I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not the only one. There's like tons of us out here. I mean, in the world at large. And I'm not, it just gives me more time to craft and be a little bit more introspective. But I mean, it definitely opens your eyes to the effects your dollar has in your local community. Okay, so let me go back and read it. So your dad's a 94. Who we what? Wait. Okay, Malia says what is it? The homeschooling kicking your butt. Oh yeah, we're homeschooling too here. Hi, Lynn. Oh, Julianne, you're not feeling good? Oh no. I hope you feel good, girl. Feel better. Feel better. There's not much left to trickle down here, Tilda, but it is what it is. Like, we can't, I'm not, you know, I was thinking about it. So I got laid off on Friday, and our boss, our big boss, um, and you guys, everybody else got laid off 2 weeks before I did. So I'm really lucky that I got the 2 extra weeks, right? And our boss asked us what we should do. And I said, we need to have a potluck, because there's a real chance that we won't ever come back, because some businesses after stuff like this they just can't survive. Right. So, you know, we had a little potluck. I cooked, and my immediate group of people that I work with, there's only like 6 of us. So we all just had this. We tried to laugh and have a really nice time. We closed where I worked. All the guests had left. All the tourists had gone. Um, and we have a space that has a kitchen, and I cooked the night before. Got up really early in the morning to cook too. And we all just sat around and had a really nice meal together and really enjoyed each other. And I know they probably didn't, because when you work in a really hectic type of work environment, not a lot of time for socializing. And I don't know whether they realized it, but my boss did. and he's a non-emotional person. He is like he's the operations manager of the company I work for, and he doesn't. We have lots of other independent contractors that work with us, but they weren't there. It was just our full-time staff, and he just said to all of us, how much he appreciated working with us, how much he appreciated knowing us, and for us to be safe, and that he loved us. And I thought, wow, this was a guy that is so hardcore to the book. Him saying he loved us was like, it was, I mean, I love the people I work with and all their weirdnesses. But I'm just putting it out there to you that just taking that little bit of a moment to, and it wasn't his, I mean, he didn't make the call in closing our business. The owners of the company, and it's owned by a really big land development company. You know, we all just, it's like we take for granted what we do every day, or maybe we complain or we fuss about it. So, for those of you that still have a job, be safe. Do everything you can to stay safe. This is no joke. But find something that uplifts you. I find that for me, what uplifts me is crafting. What uplifts, all of you is probably crafting too. But there's many people out there that don't have this sort of outlet. And, find something that makes you feel good. Find something that you feel like, wow, this, I can lose myself in it. So so that was my rant. So what am I doing now? Well, I'm going to craft. I took a couple days off. I had to help my daughter get set up for homeschooling because it started yesterday. Her school's doing some online things, so I helped my 13-year-old get her online schooling thing going, and did some grocery shopping things that we needed to get done that I've been putting off. Cleaned out my freezer. You know what I mean? Things like took stock of what we have, what we don't have. Ordered seeds to plant a garden. You know. Um, you know just trying to live more aware, you know. Yes, I hope this too shall pass. I hope it doesn't last a long time, but I hope we learn the lessons from whatever it is. So, for me, I started a new magazine journal. So that that's what I did. Lynn says, um, do any of you remember who had the kid that liked the grocery monopoly game? I've been saving cards for them, but I can't remember who it was. It was a crafter's kid in one of our groups. Okay, so whoever likes the Monopoly game, message Lynn. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of a challenge that I'm going to do this month, and hopefully we'll carry it on. It's going to be called Pay It Forward. So and I'm sorry if I was a downer. I love you guys, and I feel like you're my peeps, and I haven't really expressed how I feel to anybody else. Oh, you're gonna do your math lessons? Oh, you be safe, Christy. There's lots of good homeschooling things online, and if you need any info, holler at me because we've been you guys, this is my fifth time to do the seventh grade. That's how many children I have. Thank Christy, thank you for being on the front lines. We love you and we're holding you in the light, girl. And if you guys haven't gone over and joined Christy's channel, do. It's Christy Biddleson, Meta Studios, and she makes some of the most beautiful mandalas or mandalas, and she does other beautiful things too. Anyway, so before you go, Christy, I just want to tell you about this Pay It Forward. Okay, so my idea, and you guys pipe in and tell me what you think, is that you pick somebody, and it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody you're so familiar with. And so many of us are in so many Facebook groups, so there's lots of email addresses. But if you want to pay it forward to somebody that you don't have an email, I mean, you don't have a snail mail address to, message me. And if I know them or can get in contact with them, I will. So the idea is to send a piece of one stamped mail to anyone just to say, I appreciate you. Keep the faith. This too shall pass. Just something to brighten somebody's day. Like we did at Christmas when we sent everyone's elder grandparents, siblings, whatever, older family members that wouldn't necessarily get any mail. So the idea is pay it forward. So you can do a crafting video, show what you're sending out. You don't have to say who you're sending it to, and video response me. And I'm going to do one today too. And let's just call it pay it forward. Um, I don't know. I'll think of some name. You guys think of a name, pay it forward something. And then that way, or PIF backslash something else, doing good or making someone's day, and it's not about sending somebody a bunch of stuff. It's not about sending somebody something super small, like an ATC with a note. You're great. I'm thinking of you. You go for it. And you can do it to a stranger. So I'm going to make a video response, but if you go, a video for everybody to do VR too. And it's not for anything else other than guys, we have to hold each other up in the light. We have to hold each other up in the light. So enough of that. So I started, you guys, I'm obsessed with these magazine journals. How many of you guys have made them? Malia says she's been doing it every month since the new year. Oh, Malia, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I just know how CARE's Happy Meal made me feel. And it was a big package and I didn't expect it because you guys know I have too much stuff anyway. But it made me feel in the light of like all the crap it made me feel. Hope Mail. Yeah. Hope Mail. That's a good idea. Hope Mail's good. Pay it forward, Hope Mail. That's good. That's a great one. Malia says she's been using 6x9 envelopes and you can get it under an ounce. I just want everybody just to do one stamp because I know that finances are going to be, you know, tight for a lot of people coming up if it's not now. So anyway, we'll just get your juices flowing and send whatever you have. Don't make it like a big deal. Like I found a stack of like postcards, art postcards that I made somewhere, and I think that's what I'm gonna send out or ATCs. Malia says, just be careful because some places aren't getting mail and some people don't want mail. Well, that's fine if they don't want mail, but you know what? It's okay if they don't take it. It's like giving without even knowing if anybody got it. Okay, so I started a new magazine journal, and I don't know what this magazine was, but I have to say this one, the one that I've been working on for 100 million years that I've never finished. This one was an Oprah magazine, and I have to say it is better than. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. This is our monthly tsunami warning. It's just an exercise. It's not real. For those of you that don't know, I live on an island. I live on the island of Maui. And so monthly at this time, which I'm never home for, once a month, this is the tsunami warning. So I'm sorry. It'll last a few minutes or 30 seconds or something. Sorry. So I like this. If you have Oprah Magazine or you can get one, I think this works the best. Okay. This is just what I think. Jean, you made one with the hardest. Ooh, I am obsessed with making this. This one was, I don't know what magazine it was, but I don't like it as much. And I had to tape because as I began to tear, glue some of the pages and tear some of them out, the pages began to separate. And I was already in it. I was already like committed. No, it's just a test, Lynn. It's just a test. We don't really have any earthquakes here, but we do have tsunamis. So like when Japan has an earthquake, like they had one the other day, we had a tsunami warning. So I had already glued them all down. So I was in it. And then I find, and you guys can do your own thing, but I find if this is a great way to use up your book pages. And it's a good background because you can paint on just about anything. So I find that. So for those of you that have never made one, it's just, I don't even know if I have a vacant page that I haven't glued down. So anyway, this is what I worked on a little bit yesterday. And I did my reverse magazine collage with gesso, which I don't know if you can see it. It didn't come out super great. I mean, it came out good enough, but see how these pages, the one thing, if you're going to do that magazine transfer, sand your paper till it's flat, because see where it didn't transfer where the ridges were. I mean, it's fine. It's for me. I don't know if you can really see the girl on it, but I liked it. And then I use some distress inks, which distress sprays, which you guys, I don't know if I like them or not because they keep rubbing off. I finally had to, oh, look, see, it rubs off. And this is me. I have did it yesterday and I sealed it. So maybe I missed a place in sealing it, but it just rubs off. So I'm not so crazy. And I still have ways to go on it. This is the other one I started. This was a Maui Noka Oi catalog. Now I like the cover of it because it's thicker. There weren't as many pages, and they did glue down better than whatever this one was. Because I don't remember. I should keep note of which ones I really like and which ones I don't. So now I'm getting to the point where I'm just gonna do the layering so that I can do the art on top. Because how many of you guys have painted on magazine pages? You can jelly print on them and it does well, but painting on them, I think they warp. I don't know. You guys can put in your 411. So tell me what's going on with you guys. I've missed everything. I haven't been able to. I mean, the past couple of days have been a little trying. Just trying to get my daughter set up for homeschooling. I think I might go ahead and put some book pages on top of this. And she is 13 and she loves school. So her not being in school has been a big old deal. I'm just looking for a book so I can tear up some book pages. Life is just different. You guys vent away. Tell me what's going on with you. I'm just going to try to grab a book so I can tear a book up. Oh, and I'll show you guys a really super cool book that I got. I've had it for a while. That's the other thing, you guys, is I've been going through all my supplies and, I've been purging. I know all of you guys have probably heard me say that 100 times. I've been purging and I found it's almost like shopping in your stash, right? Because you find so much stuff that I had to turn the fan on to you guys. It's hot as anything here. Life is different. So I'll show you this cool book I found, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's like, look at this. It's got like unicorns on the front. Can you see it? And it's super old. It's falling apart. And the back is kind of like eaten up. But look at the front. Aren't these beautiful? And I don't know when it was, and I've had it in my stash. And let's see how old it is. Oh, it's Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It is from 1946. So it's not in great condition, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I loved the cover, and I'm going to go through them. Some of the illustrations are nice too. Oh, nice. You guys, do you ever go through your stash and you go, where in the heck did this come from? And you're like, where did this come from? I have all this stuff. Where did it come from? I might use some of the stuff that came in Care's kit. The one thing I do like using are these Reader's Digest pages. Purging never ends, at least not for you. Well, I told you guys my kids moved back home. I'm so grateful, you guys. My older kids, my oldest daughter and her husband came back. They were living in Taipei. Hang on, I'm going to put the dog out. Otherwise, she's going to start crying. She keeps sneaking back in because she wants to craft. You can lay up there or lay down. She keeps sneaking back in here even though I keep putting her out so she wants to craft. So, my older kids, my oldest daughter, she and her husband have been living all over Europe and China and Japan for the past 3 or 4 years. This was another book, a George Bernard Shaw book that I found. St. Joan. I wonder what year it is. Well, it says finish for $4,660. Whoever owned the book. I don't know. But anyway, I liked the book size and I liked the book cover. Anyway, so I'm lucky that they're here, right? And I'm so lucky because they were living, you guys, they were living in China, they were living in Japan, they were living in Taipei, and they happened to come about 8 months ago to do some stuff with me, and because their visas weren't getting because for whatever reason, my son-in-law, he's a teacher, his visa didn't get renewed, his teaching visa, and because of the U.S. China relations at the time. And so I told them, I said, I know you guys aren't happy, but I'm happy. So I'm going to cover this. I find covering of something works good, and I'm going to cover it with these Reader's Digest book pages. And you guys, I'm going to paint over it anyway, so it won't really matter. I was looking to see if I could find my masking tape, which I don't know where that is either. So Jean says, yeah, she finds lots of things. Then she goes through stuff, and you wonder why you ever got. Have you guys ever had this happen? Have you guys ever gone through your art and like you see something, you go, oh, I really love that. This is almost out, and you go, when did I make this? Have you guys ever done that? Like I was cleaning out something the other day, and I found all this artwork that I'd made, and I was like, wow. Unless somebody else ran into my house and put their artwork in my house just so that I could find it. I mean, seriously. I'm like, wow. Yeah. So, you guys, I don't even, are you guys feeling like this is just like some surreal thing? That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm kind of feeling like this is just some surreal action that is like, I don't know. Like it's not I mean, it's real, but it also feels like it's like it's crazy, like it's, I don't know. There's no other word for it besides strange. I hear you. So tell me what you guys are working on. You guys, I want to share a channel with you. Let me see if I can find. Have you guys do you guys watch Elizabeth? What's Elizabeth's last name? Because I'm terrible with names. Is it Never Hopeless with Elizabeth? I love her. And yesterday I was in such a funk, and she posted something in our Facebook group, and I was like, oh, I have to watch it. And so it was so awesome. She made this beautiful junk journal for her sister-in-law, and I loved it. It was gorgeous. You're making Tilda says I find something and wonder where I was going with it. I could finish it if I could ever remember what to do next. Oh, girl. Hi, Kathy. I care. Oh, my gosh. Almost like we're in a movie. I totally agree. Hey, Mitz. So anyway, I watched Elizabeth. I watched the video. If you guys go to our Crafting Moms Facebook group, she posted it in there. She really made this beautiful, beautiful journal for her sister-in-law. It's so gorgeous. And she said she made it in a whole live stream. So I loved that. I've been watching, and I posted the link in our Facebook group, but there's this lovely woman in Israel. Her name is Irit Avraham, and I will have to find her link and post it. And her time zone is like way different than ours, but it's super cool because she just paints in these journals in a live stream every day. And I think she does it. That's how she stays connected. You're so excited. You finally made it to a live? Oh, girl. Okay. So when I got laid off on Friday, I said, okay, Saturday, I'm going to live stream. So Saturday, what did I do all day Saturday? All the things that I hadn't done. Laundry, dealing with kid stuff, mowed my lawn. Guys, our lawn, it's been raining here. And when you live in the tropics, everything grows fast anyway. And by the time I finished all that, I couldn't even do it. Like I just couldn't even bring myself to do it. So I didn't do that. So I didn't stream on Saturday. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to catch somebody streaming. And you guys, I think emotionally, I was just spent. And I, I did some stuff with one of my daughters. My middle daughter needed help with something, and I helped her. I did some stuff with her, and then after that, you guys, laid down and went to sleep. I was like, okay, this is definitely not my normal MO. It just seems like every day. So finally, I said, if I don't do something, if I don't stream today, I'll never stream. So I'm happy to be here. Jean says, honestly, not a lot of change here. I'm at home most of the time, and hubby is still working. Just no eating out and fewer trips to the store, and I don't get out at all. Yeah, since my job is done, I haven't. Except I went to the grocery store once because it was my daughter's. It was my oldest daughter's 28th birthday, and you guys generally we go out for dinner or whatever. Well, there's no place to go out for dinner here now, so I went to the store and I got some things, and we had a nice dinner. Yeah, I've been in a funk, you guys. So somebody wrote me this the other day. They said they're empathic. Now, just first of all, let's just get something super clear. I would say most women, unless you completely have turned off your emotions, are empathic. You have to be. It's sort of how you're wired. And by empathic means that you pick up and feel what everybody else is feeling. There's good things about that and bad things about that. The good things about it are, like when you're empathic and you have children, then you can sense when something's not right, that sort of thing. The bad things about it are you take everything personally and you think it belongs to you. And most of the time it doesn't, right? So somebody asked me how they protect themselves being empathic, and I gave them some of my things. Teaching is hard work. I agree with you. I gave them some of my tips, you know, on how to protect themselves, and I'll share it with you. So sometimes all I do is I surround myself in the brightest white light that I can. But sometimes you have to do it multiple times. It's not like it's like taking a bath, depending upon how dirty you get, depends upon the length of your bath, right? Sometimes, or your shower. So if you're out there or you're putting yourself out there or you're watching a lot of television, and watching the news and allowing that to affect you, you may need to do it more often than maybe you would if you weren't, right? So, surrounding yourself in a pillar of white light, or you know how we do our meditation when you're in your white light? Well, surround yourself 6 feet in all directions and make your light as bright. The key is you got to anchor yourself into the earth or into your earth star, as somebody calls it, which is the chakra that's 1 foot below your feet. And then anchor yourself in your soul star, which is 1 foot above your head. And then just make your bubble brighter and brighter and brighter. Hi, Amberly. And, you know, that's one way. Sometimes I just put I imagine like a big rainbow, um, like a big rainbow ball, and I surround myself in that. You guys, I'm just using this as a base coat because I know if I'm going to do any other process on it, doing it on top of the magazine, it doesn't, in my world, I don't like the way it comes out. If some of you don't mind the warpy thing, it works fine that way. So wrapping yourself in a rainbow, doing your column of light like we do in our meditation, and then just surround it, making it bigger and bigger and bigger, making sure you're anchored into the heart of the earth and anchored into the heart of the sun is a good way. But you have to keep doing it. Energy work is like a bath. You need to do it all the time, and some days it's more frequent than others because you feel the need. Yeah. So I share that with all of you because those of us that are really allow ourselves, the other beautiful thing about being an empath is when you're empathic, you can really, um, understand and feel what others are going through. And sometimes that's all we need to do is, right, be heard or seen, and we feel better. Like we're not asking somebody to solve our problems. We're just asking somebody to just see us and hear us, validate us. So those are beautiful things about being empathic. But you do have to protect yourself. You do have to protect yourself. So, yeah, I'm way behind too, Kira, not just you. Scotty says she and her sister FaceTime and they laugh at each other's hair and no makeup. How many of you guys are like having sort of the epiphany of how little we really all need? You know, like how little we really need. I hope that the world itself comes to realize how little we all need. And Carrie, you missed it. I opened up your package. Thank you, girl. That came at the best time for me. It came on the day that I got laid off, which you guys, I knew it was coming. You know, it's like I knew it was coming. Anything that deals with tourism is like been shut down here. So, and that's the main support of our island. You helped your sister-in-law paint her basement today from 600 miles away. Oh, Jean, that's awesome. Hi, Ash. How are you? Amberly, how's your mom? Oh, girl, been thinking about you. How's your mom, Ash? How are you guys? Yeah, Malia says she's grateful to be home. It's really helping her empathic side to rest without worrying about the world and just worrying about her little bubble right now. You know what? That's all we can do. Amberly says she has the flu. Oh, no. The what at night is amazing. Oh, the sky at night is amazing. Girl, I love the package. I just shared it with everybody. And if you would put your, Jean, I think, put your link in the description. I was telling everybody that, you know, if they can support, it's awesome. If you guys had the means to support and even just do one random or one donation, it really helps to the Disabled Artists Foundation. So let me see on the upside of some stuff I can tell you. Let's see. So both my hottie and I both got laid off. And instead of him, like, he went out and he got a job as a delivery driver for Domino's because it's considered an essential job. So he's been delivering Domino's. And you're doing well and staying safe. Oh, good. I don't know if it's the link to buy one. Here, Kara, let me fix it so you can put your link to buy one. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, Kara, I added you as a mod, so now you can add your link to buy one of the kits. I don't know what I'm going to do with mine, but the bag was awesome. Who made the bag? Did you sew that bag? Bag is so awesome. You know, I think it's a good opportunity for all of us to become our best selves. And the other thing I wanted to share with you about your light is this. The only thing, we all need to raise our vibration. And by raising our vibration, you know, like when you're in a happy space or when you're in that space where you're like, I'm invincible kind of space because you feel like there's everything's on your side and lining up for you. Well, that's when you have, like, when you're really tapped to the core of who you are, right? And we all can do that all the time. We don't have to be in a crisis to do it. We can do it all the time. And, you know, Malia, you're, you know, it's like you can't fix the world's peace, but you can work on your peace in your family, your peace in your life, right? And so by raising your vibration, have you ever read those books like by Bernie Siegel and all those other books about like, when people found out they had some terminal illness or something, then they shut themselves in a room and they laughed and laughed and laughed and they cured themselves? That's raising your vibration. And by raising your vibration, what happens is you raise all the vibrations around you. Like, you can't help it. It's like, that's why, like, when you're an empath and you're watching the news and it's not meant to be like something uplifting, it's meant to be something to put you in a fear space. You definitely feel that fear, right? And so laughter is a great medicine. So we each can do that. And that's my intention when we do our meditations in this and here is that, we're all aligning with our highest self, right? And we're all just putting it out there and we're surrounding ourselves in that light. But it's like taking a bath. You got some days you got to do it way more than others. Like some days all I do is meditate because I can't do anything else because I'm in like such a state of like whatever, right? I'm in that state of funk. So, you know, we do have the key. We can make it better for ourselves. So who's making pillowcases dress? Scotty says her mom's been sewing little pillowcase dresses. Oh, that's so nice, Scotty. Why are they called that? I don't know why they're called that. Oh no, Julianne, we send you love, girl. We send you love. We send you so much love. I hope you feel better. You know what? If you need to sleep, you need to sleep. I had to you guys after my layoff, I had to come home and sleep. I was just you guys I slept for like and I'm not a sleeper, like a long sleeper, but I came home and I slept. I got home early and just went to bed. Just felt I went straight out. And Julianne, we send you love, girl. Laughter is the best medicine cure. I agree. You love Bernie Siegel. I haven't read any books of him in a long time, but I just remember like he always has those positive things. Oh, I'm glad, Mary Lou. I'm glad you're using it. Mary Lou said she couldn't sleep last night, but she put on the woo woo and she went to sleep. Oh, that's so good. Well, you guys, sometimes I need to do it too. So I do. I do it. I put on the woo woo and go to sleep myself. You guys, I think what did my son-in-law's grandmother is in her 90s and she has lived through a lot and she called the other day and I could hear my daughter and my son-in-law talking to her because they had her on the speakerphone. And they were just talking about because they're worried about the world. This is like the biggest thing that's ever happened in their lifetime that they know of, or that they can even, or that they're, acutely aware of, right? And his grandmother, who's in her 90s, said, I've lived through so many things, right? And she said, you'll be surprised. She said, what the amazing thing that will come out of this, she said, is you will see the strength of the human spirit and you will see the kindness and the goodness in people. And she said, if we can all just remember that there's more to it than this moment, than an election, than a virus, than, whatever it is. She said, we can let go of the fear and become more of who we are. And I thought that's such a brilliant thing to share with what a wonderful opportunity, You helped make her one when you were there last, Scotty. Oh, that's awesome. So Kara says that she just read that they were actually called pillowcase dresses because they were made out of them. That's why the width of the fabric is the same for each size of the dress. It's pretty common for people to make them from embroidered or vintage pillowcases. Very cool. We are all in this together. But what's so cool about it is that we don't have to fix the world. We just have to work on us. We just have to shine our light so bright. And as we shine our light so bright, it catches the next light. You know what I mean? It's like standing around in a virtual circle. If I emanate my light out as bright as I can, then you can emanate. It helps you to emanate your light, and so on and so forth. Like remember, like that herbal, that was it. That commercial was like, and so on and so on. Like I use this shampoo, and do you remember that one? I love that commercial. That was it, and so on and so on. It was like showing you like all the multiples of people that that use it, that do You remember that commercial? Was that like from the 70s or the 80s? And so on, and so on, and so on. So I hope you guys do the Pay It Forward Hope Mail. And, it doesn't matter if the person doesn't accept mail or not. It's the art of a handwritten letter. It's the art of connecting one to another. It's, it's the intention of that. And if you don't want to receive mail or whatever, maybe you send yours virtually. Maybe you find somebody's email address and you send them a virtual hope mail and ask them to pass it on. Just saying, whatever it is, like, I really appreciate you, or whatever. It was a Fabergé shampoo, right? And so on and so on. But if you think about that and you think about, okay, instead of the shampoo, you're bathing yourself in light. And as you bathe yourself in light, it allows the person next to you for their light to catch. And then for the next person, for their light to catch. And then the next person for their light to catch. It's like, it's time, you guys. It's time to do the things that you love. It's time to put yourself first in your own life because nobody else is going to. And as I'm sharing with you, I'm telling myself the same thing. It's like, it's time for us, especially as women. It's time for the divine feminine to rise. And that doesn't mean that men are obsolete. We all have the aspect of the divine masculine and divine feminine in our bodies. Mr. Whipple. Oh my gosh, yes. So Amberly Ashley says, talk about 80s commercials. Remember the Tab Soda commercial? Their jingle still gets stuck in my head. Yes. You have stew in the crock pot and it smells good. Oh, nice. And you're making homemade biscuits? Oh, that's good. Guys, I'm still on my keto diet. Guys, I am still on my keto diet. When my seeds come, I may do a gardening thing when they get here. Show you guys what I do for my little garden. We've had some ridiculous commercials, have we not? Have you guys seen all the people that are like, did you guys see that, who was it? Some music artists that I love are all like doing streaming from their homes or whatever. Super nice, like just free music concerts. You get your tomatoes planted? Oh, good. Well, I've sprouted some, I have some herbs going in my kitchen right now that I'm going to plant as soon as I dig up my backyard. I've been doing research on Ruth Stout gardening. Have you guys, or any of you guys, familiar with that? Anybody want to have any 411 or like tell me the pros and cons of Ruth Stout gardening? It appeals to me because, you guys, I'm lazy. I don't know if I can, really do all the yes, awesome online concerts. I know. You know who I watched yesterday? You guys, do you know the country singer Mary Chapin Carpenter? She sang that song, Passionate Kisses. She's a singer-songwriter. Passionate Kisses. Whoa, whoa. Oh, well, I'm thinking of it. Linda, are you still here? Miss Linda Murray? Is Miss Linda still around? You're gardening in 5-gallon buckets? Ooh, yeah. So Mary Chapin Carpenter sang yesterday live on, or maybe the day before, I don't know. I didn't catch it live, but I caught it like the day after or whatever. And I really thought it was awesome. It was super good. All right, so for those of you just tuned in, I am covering the front of my magazine journal with just random book pages. And these are from an old Reader's Digest because I don't find they're good for much of anything else. And then I can layer whatever else I'm going to do on top of it. It's just I have so many book pages. Like, how many of you guys have the plethora of book pages? Like the book pages that never end. Yeah, Mary Chapin Carp. Yeah, she was live. Who else was live? I don't know. Somebody sent me a link to Garth Brooks live, and somebody sent me a link to John Legend live, and Sam Smith, who I love. How many of you guys love Sam Smith? Sam Smith was live. Who else was live? I don't know. There's like a bunch of people live. And Neil Diamond. I love Neil Diamond. Oh, he looked really old. He probably is really old. Your friend John Trost went live. Oh, that's nice. You have moles and gophers? Oh, no. Julianne, girl, we're sending you so much love. Thank you for being a caregiver. I'm sorry you're not well. And we're sending you so much love for your quick and speedy recovery. So please, like, if you don't get to send out mail, but you do something else as a video, as you do something else besides that, as the Happy Mail, Hope Mail, Pay It Forward, do a video response if you feel like it, or post it in our Facebook group so that it'll just encourage other people. Like, what did I do the other day? Well, I went to the grocery store. You guys, I bought a bidet. Lynn convinced me to buy a bidet. I bought a bidet, so I'm not in grand need of toilet paper. So the other day I had ordered some toilet paper online, and the other day I ran into one of my neighbors, and she's an older woman. And she was telling me she'd gone to the store for the 4th or 5th time, and there was no toilet paper. So I came home and I brought her some of mine. That was one of my. I also have a neighbor that's fairly old, and she doesn't like to get out much, and I had one of the kids go take her mail to her because it's like her driveway's long and she didn't walk into the end of her driveway. It can be a lot for her. Ash said she thought Neil Diamond was dead. Okay, Neil Diamond's old, but he's not dead. Okay, but he looked old in that thing. Hi, Carmen. Do I have any easy keto meals to follow? Okay, so I'll tell you one of my go-to meals, Carmen. I have a sweet tooth, so that's been. Lynn said she traded 2 dozen eggs for 2 double rolls of toilet paper. Washing hands. I know he was funny. So Carmen, there's one, they have a bunch of versions online, but they call it egg roll in a bowl. And I really like that. I made that the other day. It's super easy. It's like cabbage. You can use sausage or ground meat. I grated some carrots on mine, onions, a little bit of celery, and it actually tastes like an egg roll in a bowl. So that one's a really easy go-to one, and you can it makes a lot. So you just shred the cabbage, and you you saute your onions and your meat, whatever meat you do it with. And I've done it with sausage, and I've done it with ground meat. And you cook your onions, and then you add garlic. I add my garlic afterwards, and then you do need a little sesame oil. So if that's not something you have, like I live in Hawaii, so Asian, there's such a huge Asian influence here. So I can find just about any of that at any regular grocery store. So then I saute the meat and the onions. I saute mine in olive oil, but you can saute it in whatever kind of oil you want. And then add a little celery, chopped up carrots, garlic, salt, pepper, depending upon how much you like in it. And then the shredded cabbage at the very end because it wilts, and then cover it and cook it. Add a little sesame oil. I like mine a little spicy, so I add hot sauce, but if you don't like your spicy, don't add that. That's a super easy meal. What did I make the other day? I'm addicted to cauliflower rice. How many of you guys have ever had that? So you can buy it already chopped up at Costco, or you can just get a head of cauliflower, and if you have a food processor, chop it yourself, mince it yourself. But you do have to cook the water out of it. So I make that cauliflower rice, and if you eat dairy, which half my family eats dairy and half doesn't, but if you eat dairy, you can make like the best cauliflower rice au gratin. Oh my gosh, so good with cheese. Hi APG. I loved your paper clips, girl. I watched. If you guys haven't gone over and watched APG's paper clips, she posted them in our Facebook group, and I watched her paperclip video. It was great. She's doing some paperclip swaps. What group is your paperclip swaps in, girl? No, I'm not doing swaps. I just am curious to know what group your paperclip swaps are in. They were awesome. I love the camera one. I love that stamp. Let's see what else. Carmen, I make a keto cheat. Carmen, you know what? If you're part of our Facebook group, Crafting Mamas, go in there and message me, and I'll send you a whole bunch of recipes. Because I've been doing keto for, I think, almost a year now. It's a Facebook group called Altered Paperclips, she says. You guys have a sweet tooth, so that's my weakness. My daughter made me a keto cheesecake, and it's delicious. And I have that so that I have like something that I want for sweets. So what are you guys working on? Okay, so besides this magazine journal, I still want to do Jean's doodle people. I haven't done them yet. The hair doodle people. I want to do them. Hi, Bootsy. You know what? I didn't get. Yeah, I like cauliflower fried rice too, Malia. I did not get Carla Caged Fish's. She was live the other day, and you guys, I didn't get her notification. So you guys, I think you have to go back and make sure that your notifications are. I don't know what they're doing to YouTube. You guys, I'm so over it. I don't even know. Hey, Roy, you got a grocery delivery without interacting with somebody? That's awesome. We don't even have that service here, but that's okay. You guys, I'm such a picky grocery shopper anyway that it's better if I send my hottie. He knows exactly what to get, and he's like Speed Racer, in and out. Malia's saying YouTube doesn't tell her when anybody's live anymore. You know, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. So I don't know. You'd think that right now they would like seriously like up their ante and get on their game and make it easier for people to connect, but they don't. All right, I'm just covering the front of this, and then maybe I'll paint it, or I don't know. I'm just covering it first. You guys can cover yours with nice scrapbook paper if you want. I just find that it needs a layer of something, and it doesn't matter what it is, but it needs a layer of something so that it doesn't warp when you paint on it. I missed her completely live. And you know, the stupid thing was, if I was actually home, I was doing stuff, and I had checked earlier to see if anybody was live so that I could like have it on in the background when I was like doing the piles and myriads of laundry. The one thing that this has afforded me to do right now, which I haven't had a chance to do in a while, is like really do deep cleaning of my house. Like, and I'm not great at it, so don't even like go there. But like, I started like, just look at it like I better clean everything out. Definitely stay home, stay safe. Ooh. Here. Here, APG. Now you are. Add the link. Add your link for the paperclip group. You guys, for those of you that love to swap, I don't know, is Rosemary's group still doing lots of swaps? Rosemary Morris's group, Trashy Junk Journals, they're a really fabulous group to swap in. I don't know if they're doing a lot right now, but they usually do monthly swaps. Like they have a couple of them a couple times a month. You get whatever's left. I hear you. Hey, at least Bill can work over Zoom. So, you guys, one of my girlfriends called me. Guys, I'm originally from Texas. So, one of my girlfriends from Texas called me yesterday. We were talking, and I told her I got laid off, and she goes, "Apply to my company." She works a remote job for some sort of construction company. She's like, "You'd be great at it." Da, 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 da. So I'm like, "Okay, so I'm going to do that today." Not that I'm, I will get unemployment. I know, but it wouldn't hurt to. Um, so APG says most groups are not doing swaps. They're trying to keep people out of the post office. That's it. It's okay. Bootsy says a truck in Texas caught on fire and it was full of TP. Is that an April Fool's joke? You're so funny. No, it really happened? Oh no. Oh my gosh. A truck in Texas caught on fire filled with toilet paper. You guys, can somebody explain to me what the like run and obsession on toilet paper is? Like they're never going to make any more? Oh, Kara's making masks for all the artists. Oh, Kara, you're so sweet. She's sending out mail to the artists. Well, I think that you can probably put your mail in the mailbox. So if you're just sending out a one stamp envelope, you can put it in the mailbox and your postman will pick it up. So you don't have to. And you can also order your postage online. So you don't even have to go out. If you want to do a pay it forward thing, you don't have to go out. You can send out you can order your stamps online. Kara says the toilet paper people are just covering their asses. Oh my God. Yeah, the run, but up bump. Lynn says there's a psychological component to TP hoarding. Oh my God. Bootsy says for real. And a friend had a supermarket delivery and he let the shipment stay on the porch for a few minutes to limit the risk. And he went outside and the groceries were gone. Oh my God. It's in Toronto, California. Correct. Crazy. APG wants you to splain, Lynn. She wants some splaining. Oh no, I'm coughing. Get out your Lysol. Yep. You're going to catch it through the internet. You guys, I don't have anything. I have nothing. I do have allergies. I'm allergic. See, this is the thing. Is I can't really eat dairy, but I like to eat dairy. So I had yogurt earlier. And when I eat yogurt, my nose runs and I start to cough. But I like yogurt. So I try, and I don't have it very often. See, I should stay away from all dairy products. But then, so ridiculous. If I stayed away from all dairy products, I would never. It seems like the things that I love, I'm allergic to. Like my favorite wine, I love this red wine called Apothic Inferno, but it has some sort of tannins in it that definitely don't do well with me. So I can't drink that anymore. You have allergies, pollen season in a big way. Well, I have those kind of allergies too, but these allergies were from my I ate dairy. I ate like a big thing of full fat yogurt. Okay, not a big thing, but Yes, dairy does do that. You didn't go to treatment last week? Oh no, Scotty, is that temporary? Kara wants to know. I want to know, is that temporary or is that something that is going to be around? Are they like, what's going on with that girl? Yeah, not to eat any dairy before you sing. Yeah. You guys, I love dairy. I just can't have it. It doesn't work well with me. I've always been allergic to it. Always. But I've also like it. So it's not good, but it's how it is. You're afraid you'd be worse going into the doctor? I hear you. Girls, we have to, ladies and gentlemen, we have to stay safe. Have you been following all the talk about the 1918 flu pandemic? You know, that it's been on some of the things um, that I'm connected to, and I've watched some of it or read some of it. You know, it gives it, I can never understand like what the big deal about getting a flu shot was. And now, after this whole thing that we're going through and this whole, um, and really learning about the 1918 flu pandemic, I understand now. I was like, okay, now I get it. Roy says he thinks Joe Cocker and Michael Bolton ate and drank a lot of dairy before singing. Oh my God. Roy, you're ridiculous. You are so ridiculous. Michael Bolton. Michael Bolton, you sing poor. Your voice is attributed to your dairy intake. You guys, what did I do? You guys, I'm sitting right here. I haven't moved except for to turn my fan on. And I'm missing my book block that I took the pages out of. Ugh. You guys, I can't do anything. I can't, like, where in the heck did it go? I need a few more pieces. I need a few more pieces to cover my book. Guess I'm going to be tearing off the little bitty bits of pieces that I didn't do. Yeah, okay, so MD Anderson here is very limited treatment. They took my hubby last Saturday because he didn't get in the 2 weeks before. Oh no. Hey Peach, you sent in love to your hubby. And she said she found it funny, weird actually, that the flu started in two places. Yeah, I agree. And Kira's saying right after the 1919 flu pandemic, what could we, we could vote in 1920. Well, after the pandemic, what a wonderful thing. After this pandemic, what wonderful thing could happen. I don't know, but I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about like people all went crazy in the roaring 20s, right? And now we see why, because like they were all stuck inside from the flu. Yeah, women could vote. Yeah. I don't know. I think that the kindness that we show each other is what is going to see us through this and the future. The kindnesses, not being so self-centered as a country, as a as the human race. You're cooking dinner. Ooh. APG said the Spanish flu started in Boston and Bombay within 24 hours. Travel at that time was impossible. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, she says, Lynn saying, our current one started with Australia running out of TP because they imported all. People assumed the US got theirs from China and we would run out. Then other people see the hoarders and so they copy. Yikes, I get it. Caring is back in style. Bootsy, I agree. Listening to my son-in-law's 90-something-year-old grandmother saying, "You wait to see the best of humanity is going to come out." I just thought someone her age giving that advice is just so perfect, and sharing her feelings and thoughts about what's happening in the world as well. I just thought it was just like it was awesome, right? Because then she you really listen to your grandparents. And the fact that she believes in hope, that should give all of us hope. That she, thinks that humanity as a whole will get better. I need my masking tape. So, one thing I did do on this one, and I did it on this one, because the spines start to grow, I put masking tape on the outside so it won't split. And I don't think that I taped the insides of these. Like, I was trying to see, maybe I did a couple of them, but I don't think so. I just covered them with painty papers and different things. So I don't know where my masking tape is, but I definitely need that. One says the Spanish flu is just a regular seasonal flu now because we've had the immunity and vaccines. Vaccines play a huge part. Okay. I lived in New York City during 9/11, and I agree with you. Boots says after 9/11, New York City became a new place. It has become a kinder city since then. That's so true. Care said a person 101 or 102 recovered from the Spanish flu and COVID-19 recently. Wow. Scotty says she doesn't want to take advice from her mom. Oh my God, Scotty, you're ridiculous. I'm sure Nell has lots of wonderful advice to give. I'm sure Miss Nell does have lots of good advice to give. That is good news. So, what's on your list of things that you've wanted to do but that you haven't done? My oldest daughter says she wants to teach herself how to crochet, although all her work is online, so she's working all the time online. So, she's got. Oh, Scotty said no, she's out at Sonic visiting a friend. She's ready to go if it's her time. I understand. You want to be organized? Lynn wants to know, Scotty, is she wearing any ham? Your mom has given us the best laughs, Scotty. You have to admit that. Your mom has totally given us the best laughs. Can you guys hear the dog whining? She wants to be in here with me, but she also wants to be out there with the kids. Okay. If you want to go out, let's go out. You've got to go. If you want to be with the kids, go be with the kids. Nobody's stopping you. But then you keep coming back here, so I think she thinks the kids are going to go somewhere. So if the kids go somewhere, she wants to go. All right, so I finished the front. Let's see, I finished covering it. Now I just need to decide. And these were definitely smoother than these were. So now I just need to decide what I'm going to put on the cover. It's her goal to wear ham, not Scotty's, and be like Scotty's mom. Scotty says she checks every time she's with her. Oh, Scotty, your mom's awesome. She really made all of it. She really makes all of us. She made me laugh. Okay, let me see. I have this Upcountry Dining magazine. So sometimes I save these. How many of you guys like go through and save like the most random things? That's me. I save the most random things. And I had this Upcountry magazine. I think there were some good images in there that I liked. You guys, I have been trying to take all my boxes of magazine bits and put them, although they're not organized. I'm not as organized. Have you guys ever seen Shannon Green's organization? Oh my God, she's like she is so organized. She did a thing for one of her craft rooms once, and it was like amazing, like how organized she is. That's not moi. I'm not that organized. I'm going to throw away some of these bits over here. I got so organized I took my trash can out. How ridiculous is that? Took the trash can out of my craft room. So what I missed. So Roy says, your granddaughter is coming in May and they're going to name her Nell. Oh, Scotty, that's so lovely. Malia, I agree. Nobody can wear ham like Scotty's mom. Bootsy says he wants to get back out on his motorcycle, which he hasn't in 2 years due to his knees. And you just had your knee replacement, so you can do it now. And at 72, it's a big decision. But even if I decide to give it up, I gotta be one. You've got to have one more ride. Oh, well, you get out, enjoy yourself. Go for it, Roy. That's what we all say. Go for it. Okay, so this magazine, I saved it because I'll show you some of the cool images. So we have lots of cool artists here. So I love this. I could put that on this journal. Or I could, here, I'm going to take this out. The Buddha. I could put the Buddha on there. Or I could put this. Oh, I like this too. Ooh, maybe this will be on the front of it. This magazine was from 2018, so you guys, that's how bad it is. I hoard things. Harper Nell. Oh, beautiful. You like some of these junk mail magazines are so good. I love them. Oh, I'm sure your mother will meet her. Just hold that thought. How many of you guys ever followed someone like Jose Silva and all that stuff? I never took any of those classes, but know a lot of people have, and they're super positive about holding yourself in a space of, you become what you think about. This is my friend Kim. She's a really good painter. Those are her paintings. This is a really nice image too. It's from a little town on our island called Makawao. Well, that's a nice picture of strawberries. And this is the Haleakala crater, which is the volcano here. It's not active though. Oh, you know what? I did this. Let me show you. I did this as a tape transfer. I was going to put it on one of my journals or make a journaling card from it. So I did it from, well, it wasn't exactly that one, but one like it. This is lavender. That's great. But what kind of good Netflix are you guys? I like the name. Scotty, I like your name. I think I want to be Scotty. Does your little grandson still call you Scotch? I love that too. And I like the surfboards. All right. Okay, I think it's going to be between the Buddha and, okay, so I have the fisherman or the Buddha. After Roy, I like getting named. You're so funny. Are you leaving us, Mary Lou? All right, Mary Lou, we love you, girl. No, he finally got it stopped. He doesn't call you Scotch anymore. I thought it was endearing, Scotty. I thought it was super endearing. Okay, what do you guys vote? The Buddha or the Buddha or the paddler? You're so funny. You like the boatman? The paddler? Okay, let's see. Please don't tell me I don't have a pair of scissors over here. Why does my life do this to me? I have like 10. I know who you choose, Boots. I know who you choose. I gotta get my scissors. You guys, yesterday I sat in bed and I watched this British show. I'm obsessed with British television. Don't ask me why. I think it's just their accents. But I watched this British show and I cut magazine pages out so that I can let go. Because I'm not getting any more magazines. I just can't. I've given away so many of them. How many of you guys have gotten rid of your magazines or not getting any more magazine subscriptions? That is me. I'm no más. No quiero más. No más. No more. No more. I have too many. And I've given away a ton. So although I do love, I haven't watched The Tiger King. Everybody keeps telling me to watch it. I haven't watched it because I can't watch things that are stupid. I need something that's either going to totally, I love espionage shows. So that's what I'm watching. I'm watching the show called MI5, which if you don't pay attention, which sometimes I don't, you guys, it's not the only thing that I'm doing. All right, let's see. It's not the only thing that I'm doing, so I'm not, sometimes I don't give it my undivided, complete attention, which case I have to go back and watch the episode again if I don't know what the heck is going on, which is often. But because I grew up in Texas, I don't need to see people being stupid. Not that all people in Texas are stupid, but you know what I mean. APG can probably pipe in. We would see some of the most ridiculousness, or I did at least growing up. Maybe you guys didn't. Okay, so the question is, do I usually do a gesso transfer? Should I do a matte medium transfer? Maybe I should do a matte medium transfer. And if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. I can't if it doesn't come out, what can I do? APG's stupid is pretty descriptive for half of us. It's not like that. You guys, I'm a fifth generation Texan. I love Texas. Okay, but I grew up, APG, you pipe in. I grew up and we did not, I didn't do it, but I can just say I collectively knew people that did it. We used to go cow tipping. Okay, could it get any more stupid than that? Cow tipping? You guys, could it get any more ridiculous than cow tipping? Can anybody pipe in? Did any of you guys live anywhere where they would tip cows? I did. Okay, cow tipping. All right, so yes, cow tipping. Okay. Cow tipping. Yes, cow tipping. You guys, I usually only put one layer on the book itself or whatever I'm doing it on, but because I can't really see this, because I can't really see this matte medium, I don't know where it's actually going. And I know cow tipping for some is like a real fun pastime, but I'm just saying, I grew up in a town where we went cow tipping. All right. Does that put it in perspective? Shucking some corn, yes, but cow tipping, don't you think cow tipping is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard of? Cow tipping. Oh my God. Can I tell you? Yes, cow tipping. Cow tipping, the way of life. Can't even tell you guys. I grew up in I didn't know you guys I was from a hick town till I left. All right. That's how sheltered I was. And I love where I grew up and I love my family and I'm from there and I don't have any qualms about being from there. It's just I don't need to watch The Lion King or whatever it's called, The Tiger King or whatever it is. And for those of you that don't know, I'm going to do I usually do this with gesso. So if it doesn't come out okay, it's all right. I can glue something on top of it. Usually do this with gesso, but I figured I'd do it with because the colors are so vibrant. We did have a party line too. You guys, where I'm from, we used to toilet paper each other's houses. Like, how stupid is that? One time it was like, you guys, I grew up in did you ever guys watch one of those television shows called Friday Night Lights? About the whole football thing? That's the kind of town I grew up in. That's the kind of town I grew up in. One of those football towns, where football's everything. High school football, that is. Okay, we're not talking even college football. We're talking like high school football. And so one homecoming, and I never forget this. I must have been about 15 or 16. And I was like like a drum major in the band. You guys, beyond ridiculous. Okay. We were like dared to, or however it worked, like when you were the younger of the, sort of like a hazing thing, but sort of like not, we had to go steal all the caution signs that were blinking and put them on our band director's yard. And so me and my girlfriend, this is how stupid we were, that me and two other girls were in a Pinto hatchback gathering all these, blinking caution signs. And we get pulled over by the cops, you guys, with all these blinking things going off. And anyway, what are you girls doing in the middle of the night? Guys, or we would steal letters off of those. Remember when they had those signs that you could put the plastic letters up to spell stuff? We would go around and we'd go around and the cops like, what are you guys doing when we get pulled over? And we were like, said something stupid. He let us go. He probably went home and went, oh my God. We would steal the letters off the signs so that it would say bad words or just stupid stuff. So, all right. But you were so special if your house got wrapped. Mine did. Yes, I know, right? Scotty says her dad was a principal, so it got TP'd all the time. All right. It needs to dry. It needs to dry fully. All right. While it's drying, or we can take off the transfer. We can work on something else. So, you guys, I don't know. So, is this television show worth watching? This the what is it called? The something king, the Lion King. All right, here's some painty papers on it. I can put some of those inside of here. So the next thing is that if you're going to do this sort of thing inside your journals, you need to cover them with something else, because this is like not great to work on if you're going to do any sort of wet medium transfer on it. Does that make sense? Any wet medium transfer? So the one thing I thought about doing while I'm off, you guys tell me, is I thought about I could get started on my Christmas presents, because you guys know I'm the most notorious, the Tiger King. It's definitely how different people can be. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm watching it, Lynn, is that I'm gonna recognize my relatives in that. in that. Oh, you guys, my dad put himself through college, bronco riding and bull riding on the weekends. Okay, my dad was the first person in his family to go to college, and he put himself through college that way. He came from a poor farming family, so he would go rodeo ride on the weekend. And I remember him telling me he didn't have enough money for spurs, and you definitely need them when you're riding, when you're, trying to bull ride. And so he said he hammered nails through his shoes so that he could. He hammered nails through the back of his shoes so he could. Anyway, I'm telling you, if I watched that, it would probably be my relatives. Okay. So I'm just gluing some painty paper down on this this other magazine journal that I'm making. And I probably should have used glue stick, but I used matte medium because I had some here. But I can tell it's going to be bumpy, but it doesn't matter. I don't know what this journal is going to be. Because most of the time, these are just fun for glue books. If you just wanted to do some, as long as you put some sort of paper over it. This is a workbook of some sort of computer workbook that I liked the pages of because they were big. I think I should have glue sticked it instead of matte medium it. On not for the transfer, but on this. Oh my gosh, you guys! I know I come from a family of Hicks. It's all good. Well, I certainly missed you guys. It's certainly putting my life in perspective, and I, for the things that I enjoy and don't enjoy. I was working so much that I really didn't have much time to enjoy my life. So I am going to look into this remote work thing. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see how that looks. I don't know what that looks like for me, but I'm going to look into it. And I don't know. I'm going to look into figuring it out more, what I really want to do. I hope you guys do the same thing. I still would like to have our Crafting Mamas gathering at least one time before, when all this calms down. Guys, the dog is back in here again. What are you doing? Do you want to get back in the bed? Come here. Come here. Otherwise, you're just going to clomp around. All right, go lay down. And then in a minute, she's going to cry again. Back out. She's the most ridiculous dog. The Strangers on your list, is that something? Was it good? The Devil Next Door is unbelievable. Is it a thriller? I can't watch horror movies, you guys. So if it's a horror movie, I can't watch it. It just, trust me, I'm not good. Talk about the horror movies and I don't get good together. But if it's suspenseful, I can do that. What did I watch that I loved? You guys, what movie did I watch the other day? And I was like, oh my gosh, this was such a good movie. Must be so good I can't remember. No, it's a docuseries. The Stranger is a British murder mystery. Then I could watch that. I love British television. I haven't watched anything in so long that I don't know. I've been doing tons of research on sweet potato planting. And I told you the root stout gardening method, which is basically just gardening in hay. It's like gardening, like you bury your garden in hay or mulch. I think she just used hay, but yeah, so I glued down on the inside far enough. Anyway, so what else have I been doing besides trying to recoup, I guess. Trying to decompress. Trying to decompress from this whole situation. Definitely been doing a ton of woo-woo. Been doing lots and lots of meditation. What else have I been doing? I don't know. You guys tell me what you've been doing. I like hearing better what you guys do than my ridiculousness. I have had some good laugh moments lately. Some really ridiculous stuff has happened that I'm just trying to remember besides what happened. I don't know. At my job, we laugh a lot. It's the most ridiculous stuff that happens. Guys, these are just foundation pages. I'm going to come back and do stuff on top of them later. But, they're just basically foundation pages to work on top of. And I can hear one of you guys going, that's just too much work. Well, I guess it can be. As far as I guess you could just, get your own stuff out and work on it as it is. You know what I mean? Work on without doing it in a magazine, you could just do it in a journal. Did you guys see the whole thing, the whole Hobby Lobby? Somebody sent it to me. The whole Hobby Lobby thing where people were super upset. The Hobby Lobby was still open, and then I don't know whether he was forced to shut his doors and then won't pay his medical benefits to his people. I thought that's not good. I love this magazine, but the only bad thing about jelly printing, or I was trying to get rid of some of the paint on my jelly plate. When you do it, you're from Texas too, Carmen? So we're all from Texas, Carmen. There you go. The one thing you can say about people from Texas is they're very genuine most of the time, right? Oh, I know. I had a piece of this tissue paper. I'm just going to put this inside of here. Because how many of you have saved like wrapping paper and stuff and you're just like, what am I ever going to do with it? Now is the time. Use it up. Use it up. Use it up. Right? Your dad wouldn't let you cow tip? Oh, Carmen. You guys, see? Do you see how ridiculous my personal life is? Yep. Cow tipping, cow tipping, cow tipping. So, Miss Care, what are you working on right now? Are any of you guys making junk journals? What are you making? I have so many junk journals in process that I should just finish them all. Ugh, and I haven't. I have a bunch of ATCs to finish. There's some ATCs. I've been back working on my power pack. I'm just gonna do that. I have like boxes and boxes and boxes of. How many of you guys have so many boxes of stuff that you just haven't done yet? Or that you have them on your list to do? How many of you guys have them on your list? It's like your list of things to do. That's what I have. I have them on my list of. Have you met anybody that says they're bored? Some of this coworker, she's called me like a bunch of times. And she's like, not from the job that I work at now, but from my old job when I used to run an art gallery. And she calls me all the time. And she always says, what are you doing? You guys, who knows what I'm doing at the moment? Cooking dinner, dealing with my kid. I mean, I don't know. Like every day is a new day in my house. So who knows what I'm doing at that moment? And then she always says, I'm bored. And I'm always thinking to myself, how can you be bored? Like, this is what's going on in my head. Now, granted, I'm much older than she is. So, she's like, I'm bored. And I'm like thinking to myself, how can you be bored? Like, how can you seriously be bored? Right? You guys know what I mean, right? Kara wants to make a Lion King journal. You're trying to make your funk go away? Well, I can tell you doing the woo will do it, or just seeing yourself in the light. The funk comes, I'll just tell you what I think the funk comes from, but you can pipe in and tell me what you think the funk comes in. It definitely comes from being an empath and like feeling all the stuff and thinking like, how do I, especially you're a problem solver, which you are and I am, right? Not that anybody's problems need to be solved, but some of us take on that role. That when I'm in a super big funk, it's because I just need to really connect with my higher self. Because your higher self knows everything's going to be okay. Your higher self has no fear, right? Your higher self is the self that, knows all the answers, directly and always connected to source, right? But when we come into this human body, we sometimes forget it. Well, we all the time forget it. That's the whole deal, right? So it's when we're not allowing ourselves to be connected to ourselves, which we all do. It's not like it's part of the human thing. So that's why in Buddhism they tell you to help somebody else, because when you're helping somebody else, you're getting outside of yourself. And when you're getting outside of yourself, you're connecting to your higher self, and so on and so forth. And then you. Who knows how long I've had this tissue paper? I probably saved it from who knows who's present. If you live alone and you're isolated, you can easily get bored and then depressed, if not self-aware. Oh, that makes sense, Scotty. I understand. I think what baffles me is she's so much younger than me. She's like 20 years younger, maybe even more. I mean, I'm old enough to be her mom, maybe even more than that younger than me. Maybe she's 30 years younger than me. So I just try to put myself in her place when I was her age. When I was her age, I was never bored. There was always something I wanted to learn, to do, to try. Now I need some homemade washi tape. I need to make some homemade washi tape so that I can swatch a piece of washi tape here. So, I mean, Kara tried this. Like, this worked for me the other day. So the other day I was having a really surreal, rough day. Some weird stuff had happened at my job, and just some stuff, and this is before, I mean, we all knew we were going to be laid off. We just didn't know when. So I was thinking about little kids. Okay. I was thinking about, there were these little kids at my job, and they were like just super happy and just joyful and playful. And it just made me put me back to a space of like, maybe contemplate being young, like little, and thinking like, why? Because when you're little, definitely you're empathic, right? But you still know who you really are, and you don't deviate from that, right? You haven't gotten bombarded by thoughts of other people or expectations of other people. You're just still in your sort of fantasy, lovely, connected, life is beautiful, connected to all the elementals, like, little kids see fairies or whatever, and all kinds of stuff, right? So I was just thinking about it. And I was thinking the difference is it's like the level of trust, but it's also the difference is that they're only connected to love. So if you're only connected to love, you can only be that. So to myself, I said to myself, I only know love. I only know love. I only know love. Like, I was just saying it to myself over and over and over again. So I was having a rough day at my job. And within a very short period of time, I felt better. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Because as a little kid, you're connected to that wonder and that love and the possibilities and all the things that maybe as you get older, you may forget about. Not that they're not still there, but you're just not focused on it. You're more focused on the bills, your job, whatever the next thing that you have to do is, right? It's more responsibility. So I just connected to myself, and I just used that mantra. I only know love. 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 And I immediately felt better. I mean, immediately. It was like, wow. So, because everything has its own vibration, right? The words, the thoughts, all of it. Guys, I cannot be a neat crafter. Have you ever watched people that neatly craft? That is not me. So, see if that works for you, Care. Like just saying to yourself, I only know love. I only know love. I only know love. Just repeating it like a mantra to yourself. And the only person that benefits from it is you. Well, everybody benefits in the long run because as you feel better, everybody else around you feels better, right? So it worked for me the other day when I was just in my own in my own world, in my own funk. I only know love. It's very powerful. Yeah, I just kept repeating it to myself because I won't even get into the funk of what happened. It would have funked anyone else. I was just like, wow. And I was just like, okay, there's got to be a lesson in here. Because every day I'm like, okay, what is my lesson? Because I want to learn it easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably. I don't want to keep perpetuating the crap. Yeah, put love in your cloak, in your 6-inch bubble, definitely. I agree with you. Yes. Kara can relate. I can relate to what you're saying. Perfection is like, I don't know, it was something like that showed the perfection of love and life. Yes. You know what, Boots, somebody sent me a picture of, I have a really dear friend and she teaches classes 4 or 5 times a year in China. And obviously she can't go this year, right? And so she called me the other day. We were talking about she said, I'm thinking of you and whatever. And so she was like, I'm not getting to go teach my class in China this year. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. She said, and she said she was struggling with it initially for many reasons, the financial reasons, all of it, right? But, and she's stuck at home like the rest of us, or I shouldn't say stuck. We're privileged to be home, right? We're privileged at this time to be able to reconnect, and what a much gentler way than if it was like wartime or something really horrible. Not that this isn't horrible, but you know what I mean. And she said one of her colleagues sent her a picture of wherever she usually teaches in China. And she and I had this conversation because I'd been to China a few times, and the air quality there is really bad. And I have a compromised breathing. When I was a baby, I suffered from a upper respiratory thing that happened to me as a child, and since then, I get asthma, allergies, that sort of thing. Things, upper respiratory things. And so I told her when I went to China, it didn't suit me so well because the air quality was so poor. And then she sent me this picture, which if I find it, I'll share it with you guys on Facebook. And it was a picture of where she was last year in China, and the air is actually gray there because of the pollution, and that the air is completely clear. So she kind of like said to me, maybe this was Mother Nature's way of cleansing, without shaking us off. Without shaking us off like fleas on a dog. And I said, good point. And then somebody else posted something in one of our groups about the dolphins in Venice have returned because the canals are not busy. The dolphins have returned. So I thought that was beautiful. That was a beautiful way of just noting that, just noting that Mother Nature's making a different choice. And we can do what we want, but it's really not up to us. Does that make sense? Easy, effortless, and enjoyable. That's how I asked that I learn my lessons. Easily, effortless, and enjoyable. I mean, everybody has their own choice of how they learn, right? You can make a choice. Easily, effortless, and enjoyable works for me. You guys, what did I do with my tape? This is so ridiculous. So I was thinking I would really like some washi tape here, but then I was thinking I could make my washi tape out of this, right? Out of a piece of this jelly print. But I would like to just go ahead and glue it onto my roll of tape, which I had here. But I don't know what I do with it. Guys, some days. How many of you guys are sitting crafting in your own space and lose the stuff right in front of you? I cannot be the only one that sits and crafts in your own space and loses your stuff. I know that I had, this is where my tape is. I have these little tubs sitting around my stream, because I usually pile them on my desk when I'm not working here, because my crafting room is now, I had moved my stuff into our spare bedroom. That is now my kids. My kids use it. I have painter's tape and I have painter's tape. How did the cover come out? I haven't taken it off yet. I can do it. I can make let me make my washi tape really quick, and then I will take my cover off. My kids call it washi bee tape. Don't ask me why. It's ridiculous. My children are ridiculous. So let me just. What did you say? Carmen says glue, scissors, paintbrush, right in front of you all the time. Girl, please. I'm like, yeah. I wish I could tell you that. Yeah. I have my own. Yep. I do it all the time. It's like I'm looking for my stuff and it's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Totally so ridiculous. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I do it all the time. And then I'm like looking for it. And then how many of you guys spend time looking for stuff that you already have right in front of you? And you're just like, this is my life. Why? I don't know why I do it like this, but why I choose to do it like this and not do it easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably is beyond me. Yep. That's how I roll. And if I had some wax paper, which I don't have in here, I would go ahead and lay it down and do this, laying it down on wax paper, but I don't have any in here. So I'm just going to do it the probably not smartest way, but at least I'll get my piece of washi tape made for the center of that page. And because it's painter's tape, I am going to have to glue it down too as well. because painter's tape doesn't stick. You know what I mean? Painter's tape didn't stick well. So I'm going to have to glue it anyway. What is, you couldn't find your tapestry needle and it was between your teeth the other. Oh my God, that would so happen to me. Roy, welcome to my life. That would be me. What'd you say? Finding that if you just put it back in the same place all the time, it'll be there when you reach for it. Yeah, my grandmother used to tell me that. Put it all back. No, I never did. Didn't your grandmother also say clean up as you go along when you're in the kitchen, right? See, Scotty, Nell probably has some good anecdotes too. Maybe not for you, but but for your grandkids. Okay, I'm gonna cut my washi tape and then glue it down. Night, Scotty. Love you, girl. Stay safe, all right? Let us hear from you. Let us know if you need anything, Mama. We're all here. We're all here. You know, I was looking forward to it. I think Dawn from Let's Make a Mess was going to have like a thing in Eugene or in Portland or something, and I had already talked it over with my hottie. I said I really want to go because you know his sons live in Portland, and I was like I want to go. You know, we had talked about it. This is obviously before all this, right? And he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And yeah, you know, we're not doing that now because all of us are like stuck in our privilege to be home. Privileged to be home at this time. That's what we are. And then after this, I'll take off my thing. Probably be better if I use thick designer tacky glue, but since I have this matte medium already on this palette, this is what I'm using. I may have to go back and re-glue this down too. Yeah, it may need some more glue to glue it down. To glue it down. I'm trying to use up all of my glue sticks, especially the ones I'm not crazy about. How many of you guys have like, you know, I think the longer you paper craft or at least junk trash mail craft, you realize that not all glue works the same. Whereas it might be perfect for a piece of scrapbook paper because it's, you know what I mean? It might be really good for a piece of scrapbook paper, but on a piece of junk mail, it just buckles or it won't do whatever you need it to do. Any of you guys have that experience? Yeah, how many glues do you have, Care? I'm trying to use up my glue. All right, I'm just going to let this dry, and then I'll come back and snip it. But you guys get the idea, right? So it'll be it'll be, yeah. Still haven't found like one glue that I go, okay, this is my glue for everything. Does anybody have their favorite? Do any of you guys have a glue where you go, this is my glue for everything? And sometimes I buy glue when it's on sale here, and that's not always the best way to buy glue either. How many of you guys have had that? Or like, I bought glue because it was on sale and it's not great glue. And it's not great glue. APG says she used Aleene's tacky glue and sometimes art glitter glue. I don't have any. I used to have some of that art glitter glue. I was going to order some the other day. It's expensive, though. I think the last time I bought it, I must have been on the mainland. And I bought it and had a coupon at Michael's or something. Like I looked online the other day and it was something, I don't remember how much it was, but it was expensive. I was going to buy some because I needed some for some small project. Bye, Kara. We love you. Aleene's tacky glue is your favorite? Yeah. I have some right here. Original tacky glue. I have big bottles of it in the other room. I used to love Mod Podge, but Mod Podge here in Hawaii is like so, it just doesn't, it makes everything stick together. You know what I mean? Like the pages of things stick together. And I'm going to have to get a craft knife and cut my ends. I have Aleene's. I should go back to using it. I mean, I do use it for some things, but anyway. I just had this matte medium on my desk because I was making I told you both my kids had their birthdays, and I was making my oldest daughter, I haven't finished it yet, making her sort of a photo collage, and I was using the matte medium on it. Mod Podge stays sort of tacky feeling to you and your humidity for you anyway. Yeah, it does for me too. Like I've worked on books and altered books, and Mod Podge, if I don't put something between the pages, it'll stick together. Okay, so at least this is the beginning of one journal, and I still have to work on the cover. And then I've got this in. I have to decide whether I'm going to sew it or punch it or glue it so that it has a pocket. And then that's one page. So this one has one page done. Now let me take you to the cover of the other one. This is the background pages. These are not the decorated pages. You gotta, when you guys work on a magazine journal, you let me know what you guys find is easiest. Are you gonna cry? Lay down. You wanted to be in here. Lay down. You guys, my dog is so ridiculous. She's gonna cry. She's like, she's ridiculous. She like comes back in here, comes in through the patio. All of our bedrooms have sliding glass doors on them that open up into the yard. So I can put her out my bedroom to work because that's where I'm crafting in here. I can put her out my bedroom to work, and then she'll run around because she wants to see what the kids are all doing. She's afraid they're going to go in the car without her. Her whole thing in life is to get in the car. Be right back. I'm going to put the dog out and get my applicator wet. Do you want to go? Do you want to go outside? Here, come on. You can go. Come on. And then stay in the other room with the kids. Okay? patio, and then she sits in there and cries. She's ridiculous. Okay, I got my sponge wet and gave the kids the dog so they can deal with her so she can cry in there because she comes in here just to cry. Oh my gosh, so ridiculous. Like she comes in a minute, she'll come back around. So what I'm doing is I'm wetting the back of the magazine page. And I hope I put enough on there. I can usually tell when I put it on with gesso, but that matte medium, I don't know. This is sort of a fiddly process, but if you don't mind the fiddly process, and if you want it to come out perfect, do it on a piece of paper. Don't do it on this. Don't do it directly on your surface. For me, it doesn't. This is just a magazine journal for myself. It's not for anybody else. So if it doesn't come out, I can always put a different image over it or glue something else on it. It doesn't have to have anything perfect. And this is just a kitchen sponge, and I got it wet. This is my one I use for crafting. It has brown paint on it or ink. What is it? Alcohol ink. So I spilled it on my table. Well, it looks like it's working. I mean, can you see the image coming through? See the image of the paddler? No going by without me. Now the dog. You guys, the dog is so ridiculous. So she'll come back in here and cry. She thinks the kids are going to go out in the car. That's what she thinks. She thinks because they take her in the car. Like, and I guess right around now would be like when they would go to do errands or stuff. You tipped cows too? Oh my gosh, Julianne. See, I told you guys I grew up in Hecktown. Tipping cows was like tipping cows was it. Tipped cows. It's like guys. APG, were you born and raised where you live in Texas? Or did you transplant there? Tipping cows. You can hear my neighbor's dogs barking at who knows what. No, you were born in Indiana and your parents came when you were 1.5-ish. You're a Hoosier. You're so funny. Night, Roy. Roasted chicken, rice, sauteed fresh spinach, and a salad. Not bad for social isolation. You stay well too, Roy. Love you. Send us some pictures of you and your Harley. We want to see it. We want to see you on your Harley. Or on your motorcycle. I don't know if it's a Harley, but on your motorcycle. I'm gonna see if I can get the birthday card that I made my daughter that just turned 22 back from her, because that one I did on packing tape transfers, and made like that one page booklet that you can make from an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And I think I made mine from like junk mail or some from something else, but it came out good. Well, for like a minute, for a card that you make at the last minute. So I don't know what my goals are for this month off. I mean, I know that they told us that we're definitely not going back to work until, I mean, they don't know when really, but they said the earliest would be the beginning of May. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I've cleaned out my closets, but I could clean them out more, because they definitely have stuff in there that I don't wear anymore. I could do that. I have reorganized my art space. You made a spam casserole, spam, potatoes, cream of mushroom soup, onions, and a bit of cheese. They eat a lot of spam here. Um, we have something called spam musubi, which is like spam, like a piece of spam fried over rice, like that you put over sushi and then wrapped in seaweed. It's actually really good. Well, I haven't had it in a long time because my kids loved it when they were little. Well, my youngest daughter loved it. She's little. Like, she would rather have that. If you ask her what she would like for lunch, she'd love spam musubi. Oh, I think this is going to come out good. I probably should have painted the background a little bit, but I didn't. I'm just trying to figure out like what would I do if like I don't know. APG, what are you working on right now? You're always working on something. You've got lots going on, girl. I'm gonna try to catch up on all my YouTube video watching that I haven't been able to watch, which is a lot. A lot, a lot. You're sitting on the couch. That's it. Oh, you're so funny. I have so many things in the works that I like started. I have like my altered encyclopedias. I was going through my unfinished projects, which is so many of them, and I was like, okay, which ones of these am I going to finish? I have an altered dictionary I haven't worked on in a while. I have my altered encyclopedias. I have a couple junk journals that I've been working on. Scavenger hunt book. I've got like so much stuff that I haven't finished. Grocery store this morning, organize the pantry this afternoon, tomorrow packaging and the hamburger meat and making meatloaves. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds super good, APG. Rest of the week probably playing in your studio. Your studio's nice. Girl, if I was anywhere near you, I'd come and hang out with you. You know, I wanted to do a trip to see you, to see Bet and Susan, to do, to see some, you know, my family all still lives not far from you. Well, some of my family, not all of them. But I think that's going to be put on hold for a good long while. I would totally come and play, hang out with you, kidding. For those of you that have never done this, it's very fiddly. You're simple folk. You don't dust. Girl, come to my house. I had to take a broom to my moved the furniture around the other day. Well, a couple days ago, trying to set up my daughter's my 13-year-old's workspace so that she could do her online school because they're going to Zoom every day. And I was like, our main computer's in the living room. And I was like, I do not want to be in this video. Like, I don't want to be where like every single person sees you, you know, in the video or her class. So my daughter helped me move my stuff around. Girl, talk about dust bunnies. I moved my couch. It was like bad. I was like, yikes. So then I took to, I was like, okay, you had to clean for school. I had to clean. I had to clean so that I wouldn't have to be in the video. And anyway, yes, I have a dog and a cat and a rabbit, so I know all about the pet fur. And we live with our windows and doors open because we don't have air conditioning or whatever in our house, and so you need to have something open, or you won't get the air in. So, girl, you're preaching to the choir here about dust. When those tropics wind blows, whoo, yeah, you get some good. You could have a mild dirt storm in your house. Yeah, no, I don't clean for anybody but myself, and I'm not doing good at it. My hottie cleaned the bathroom today to tell me that if I use this product, that all the stains or whatever, we have hard water, so it leaves like rust stains, like this orangey color rust stains. It could be our pipes too. He was like giving me the 411 on I needed to clean with this product. And I said, I'm so glad you found it and I'm so glad you're doing it. I think the cover's going to be good, but it's fiddly. Definitely fiddly. Definitely not. Yeah. I mean, it was a decent quality magazine, so the page layers were thicker. Yeah, I think it will be too. I think it will be good for sure. I should do a video like your scuffs video with all the stuff I have on my desk. Oh my gosh. How do you think all this stuff is going to fare? All this lack of buying and different things. I keep thinking that, you know, that we're all sort of going to wake up and APG says you keep cleaning and he keeps messing. A worker from home should cut down on laundry underwear. Does it take up much room in the hamper? Oh my God, you're too funny. You know what I find though, working from home, or all of us being homes, oh my gosh, I have way more dishes. Do you find that? Like you're just like, you're on dish overload? Like, like dish overload. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely on dish overload. Yeah, you're probably right. APG says we have talked about it, and she thinks the families that love will do well and save money from eating out, but those who don't will have bad issues probably. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it's made us talk about. I mean, aside from the fact that we live in an isolated place that is totally controlled by tourism, and both of us are like, wow, we really put all of our eggs in one basket here. Um, we talked about, um, diversifying our income and jobs, trying to get some sort of more of an income coming in from online. So, remote work. So that way it won't matter where we live. So if we decide, because we've been talking for a while about possibly moving, because his kids all live in Portland and, you know, his oldest son is in a serious relationship and talking about, they've been talking about having kids and how, we really want to be part of that. We don't want to miss out on our grandkids, and we've been talking about it some. Um, and as soon as this whole thing is over, I know that my oldest daughter will be back living in Europe. So it's not like, so then it'll just be me, Hattie, and my youngest, and our youngest. And then, I don't know, we've talked about it, but I think this all brought it home a little bit more about, how working from home might be better. Your dishes are about the same. Hey, but she says to her hubby, "This is your cup for the week. Don't let me see you using another one." Oh my God, you're so funny. Um, she also says, "I think some people will find that not spending so much is great, and then the others will go crazy and spend more than ever." Yeah, I think for me, what it is I'm realizing we live a super simple life as it is. We just happen to live in a really expensive place. We live a simple life in an expensive place. So I don't know. Working remote is probably the smartest thing I could do for myself. You know, then it wouldn't matter where we lived. Then if we decided we wanted to pack up and say move to Portland or move somewhere else or move back to Texas or back to the East Coast, that it would be it would be good. So I think it's going to come out good. But I've still got that that fine layer of paper that I have to work it out, work all of it off. It's just not a quick process. Yeah, keep dreaming of living in the mountains. I don't know why, but it's sort of been I don't know, sort of been in my thoughts for a while. And I don't know exactly where, because I have mountains here. There's beautiful mountains here. But it's been like in my head for a while to live in the mountains. And I don't know exactly what that means or what mountains or what it looks like. But I don't know. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I mean, the thing is that we both can do so many things. We just make more money working here and then, you know, like working with people here, working in the tourist industry here. We make a whole lot more money than, say, an online job would be. And I have old clients that I used to work with that are calling me and asking me for stuff. So, I mean, I may just go back to that too. So it's just, I don't know. The whole reason why I even ventured to get a job outside of our house was because of the mortgage thing. The mortgage broker that we had said if I didn't work outside the house, it was going to be harder. Like if I didn't have a, call it W-2. It seems like the more I do, Arkansas has mountains and it's a pretty cheap state to live in. I haven't been to Arkansas in years. Have you been? Isn't that where Rosemary lives in Arkansas? And who else lives in Arkansas? Shannon Green moved to Arkansas. Who else? There's other people. Who else said it? Somebody else lives in Arkansas. Well, it certainly made a mess on my desk, that's for sure. I made a big old mess. You can kind of see what it's going to look like when I finally get the last paper pulled off. It'll be that. So if you guys haven't tried this technique, it works good. You were there 2 or 3 years ago when you met Shannon? Oh, thanks, APG. I think it'll be good, but it still has, when it starts to dry, it still has that thin layer of whatever, and I gotta keep working on it. All right, my lovelies, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I love you guys. I may do a short meditation for anybody that wants to stay, not mandatory, obviously. And I'll try and stream some more this week at some point. I just don't know when. Um, I have my own ridiculousness going on. And then I'll make a video for the pay it forward. And if some people don't want to send snail mail, I don't think anybody is opposed to getting snail mail. I think that you just have to wait the allotted days. I don't know how long does it supposedly live on paper? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. And then you just follow those rules. Love you, JPG. You have a great rest of your week too. Yeah, it is woo woo timage. Yeah, so I'll definitely do the pay it forward email. I'll try to do that. Video today or tomorrow. I'll try to do it and see if I can get it together to do that. You have a great week too. Okay, so for those of you that want to stay to do the meditation, all you need to do is breathe. You inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And you can do it for yourself. You always can include other people in your prayers. And right now, I would ask that you include all of those that are suffering in any way, shape, or form. Just that their days become a little easier in whatever way works best for them. You know, and know that as you hold your light the brightest you can, whatever in your way, not in anybody else's way, that everybody receives the benefit of that. So if you want to get some water, you can. For those of you that want to use energized water, and for those that don't, no worries. There's no right or wrong. You can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong. So let me know if you guys are up for doing a little woo-woo. Everybody be safe. You too, Carmen, if you're not going to stay for the meditation. And message me and I'll send you my keto recipes, or at least the ones that I find that are easy to follow. I'm sure there's a million out there. I can just share with you what I have. I think what I'm going to do is put some of this Liquitex matte medium on it, and I think it'll stay. It won't be fuzzy, because I don't know if I could get any more pulp paper off of the image. It's still hazy because there's still a tiny layer of pulp. All right, so get your water, and put everybody in your intentions for all of us to live and be in the highest state of our own happiness and joy and bliss that we can, and to really prosper in every way. There's no such thing as lack, and there's no such thing as not enough. So that means that if somebody has a lot, doesn't mean that you won't. The universe is infinite, and we're not meant to be here to suffer. I think that's sort of a conditioning that we've had. Suffering and fear are conditioning, just like that little child that I watched play. There was no fear there. There's no fear in her. She was just living her truth and living in her bliss and her own joy. So bring to mind anybody you'd like to join in. If you have friends that are shut in and you want to include them. If you have pets, always include your home, your land. The land holds on to the energy. So you want to bring in the highest light and vibration you can. So that's going to be my cover. I think it's going to come out good. What do you guys think? So that was the magazine transfer. And you can still see the pages underneath it. You can still see like where I rubbed off too much or whatever. But I think it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy working on it. Hi, Lucinda. You're just in time for the woo-woo. You want to stay for the woo-woo? Miracles are possible every moment, every day. Just open yourself up to those miracles, whatever they may look like, and don't give them any limitation. I was just trying to use all my matte medium since I poured it out on my thing. Okay. Ooh, you just got back from having your chemo? Oh, girl, we're putting you in the woo-woo for sure. Okay, let's get started. So all you need to do to participate is breathe. And just relax. All right, so inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to grow around you 6 feet in all directions. With every inhale and every exhale, see your column of light getting brighter and brighter, like you have a magic dimmer switch right next to you. And with every inhale and every exhale, that dimmer switch turns up. Ready? Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the earth. And with that, your column of light is right there, deep in the heart of the earth. Give your column of light big roots, like big oak roots, deep in the heart of the earth. Let's ask the earth to share with us her energy. I see this energy like beautiful molten gold and light, but you can see it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy pouring up through your roots, through your column of light, and filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your throat and arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your neck and face. And feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to the earth. Now I'd like you to focus on your column of light above your head. Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the sun, heart of creator creation energy, heart of the divine. And with that, your energy is right there. Give your column of light the same roots above your head as you did below your feet, anchored into the heart of the sun, the heart of creation, the heart of the divine. Let's ask this beautiful angelic realm to share with us this beautiful, profound cosmic energy. I see it like beautiful silvery diamonds, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your head, mixing with your energy and the earth's energy and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your head and face, your throat and neck, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess out your roots deep in the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and earth. Let's focus on your roots in the heart of the earth. On the inhale, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive in love, release in love. Receive and release. Focus 6 feet below your feet. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of any energy that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Some people call this energy center your earth star. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Let's focus at the base of your spine. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release any energies that no longer serve you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on your any energy, anything that no longer serves your highest good. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on your waist. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. receive, release, receive, release, receive, release, focus on your heart. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love, receive, release, receive, release, receive, release, receive, release. Focus on your throat. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love, receive, release, receive, release. One more time. Receive, release. Focus on the point of light in the center of your forehead. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Focus on the top of your head. Receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love, receive, release, receive, release. Focus 1 foot above your head. Some people call this point of light your soul star. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that is keeping you from living your divine purpose. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus 6 feet above your head. Breathe in. Receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom, and connect to all the points of light in between. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive and release. One more time. Receive and release. Focus where your roots meet in the heart of the sun, heart of the central sun, heart of the divine, heart of creator creation. On the inhale, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on your hands and feel this energy. Put your hands on your heart. Send this light and love anywhere that you feel necessary. Imagine an infinity symbol starting in the heart of creation above your head where your roots are, crossing through your heart, entering deep into the heart of the earth, crossing back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the earth and from the divine. And on the exhale, give back love to the earth into the divine. Ready? Receive and give. Receive and give. Receive and give. One more time. Receive and give. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. And I always enjoy connecting with all of you and connecting with our art community here on YouTube, our crafting community. And I hope you guys all stay safe and find yourself in a space of gratitude and love as often as you can. You know, love or above, right? You choose love or other. I think I'm gonna like how this came out. I guess I should have taken some more time to get all the rest of the pulp off, but I didn't. I was impatient. And I wish you guys so much love. And until next time, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. Wishing you a wonderful, creative, crafty week. Stay safe. Do something you love. And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.